Good morning, everybody. Pastor Stitch, Narrow Path Christian Church, BC, Bay City, Michigan. Welcome to the Biker Devotional. Can you tell I was distracted this morning? I didn't have the slider on before I started. Yeah, lots of stuff going on in life, and just forgot to do the prep work for this video this morning. But that is just something that happens, isn't it? I can tell you that I have been so disheveled lately. Just feel like the world is overwhelming me. And I'm not saying I'm falling apart or anything else. I just feel like I've got too many things to do, and I just can't remember them all. And it comes into the simplest of things, like walking out of the bedroom this morning and realizing I didn't have my hat on. Not a big deal. I have hair, right? But I wear a hat, and I walked out of my bedroom and realized something feels weird, and then realized I didn't have my hat on. Something I do every morning, and yet that habit was broken by distraction. It's crazy how we can be so disconnected by allowing so much to overwhelm us. Today we're reading in Proverbs chapter 15 because it's May 15th, 2026. And we're going to look at verse 29. The Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. In times like this where I'm so overwhelmed, I've got so many things going on, and I just don't know how it's possible to accomplish the work that has to get done. I can feel like God is a long ways away from me. Or I can feel him closer than he's ever been. And it's an attitude of the mind more often than not. But as I was reading this morning, the Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. And I was looking at that, and, I always want to look at things from a negative Nelly standpoint. And so I've always assumed that when I read this, it meant that when I'm doing stupid, God pulls himself back. And by the way, he will. But I realized this morning, as I was processing all the things that need to get done in my life, that the Lord is far from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. Those two can be true at exactly the same time for me and for you. See, the Lord is far away from the wicked, or the unresponsive, or the unconcerned, or those that aren't pursuing, not because he pulled back, but because we did. The Lord is far away from the wicked, but he hears the prayer of the righteous. I can be so far away from God because I am so absolutely distracted, I've forgotten to include him. I walked away from God, and he is a long distance away. But even though I have walked away, I'm wicked. I can know that he is my priority, and as soon as I turn to pray to him, he can and will hear me. That was an encouragement for me this morning that I needed. Overwhelmed with all the tasks that need to get done over the next whatever days. And to the point where I didn't even remember to put the scroller on this live stream. The simplest things, I forget to grab my hair tie to tie my hair back. I forget to punch out at work. I have to walk back in and punch back out. You know, the things that are, and every day, this is part of life experience that I'm forgetting. And I'm worried about all the other things that are important too. Maybe I forget to tell my wife I love her, or forget to give her a kiss when I walk in the door, because I'm worried about the next task that's got to be done. It's in those moments that I am far from the Lord. I'm not relying on the Spirit in those moments. But He's as close as a prayer. Today, I need to apply that a little bit more. How about you? I love y'all. Hope you have a great day. God bless.